who's a senior Android developer at Novelum Logic Technologies, who is crafting code brilliance with Kotlin for 8 plus years, promoting clean architecture and inspiring the Android community. And she is going to speak on the topic using Jetpack's Credential Manager API for safer and simpler sign-in. Let's cheer up for our guys.
Hi everyone. Today I'll be talking about the Credential Manager, that is the new API with Android. Relies on the use case of passkeys, how we can use passkeys to build safe Android apps. Before we start, how many of you save your passwords as 1, 2, 3, 4? Yeah. And how many of you use passwords 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? Right? So many of us do that. So this is not a safe thing to do. And let's be honest, we have access to so many websites, so many apps these days that we tend to use either same passwords everywhere, or we tend to use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 as simple as these passwords, and it can not be safe, and you are putting your data at risk by using that. So we'll be talking about how we can make our apps more safe, better and easy for the users, and make it less tedious for us as developers and the users by using the Credential Manager. So a little bit about myself. I'm a senior Android developer with over 8 years of experience in mobile app development. I lead a team of mobile developers where I architect and manage all the resources. I am also a Women Tech Makers ambassador, and I love to read and write technical blogs and speak to people like you and share the knowledge. Quickly, agenda, what we are going to try is, first we are going to talk about the passkeys, which is going to be the backbone of this topic. What are passkeys, how we can use it, how they actually work under the hood, and why they are important to use. Then I'll be talking about the main purpose of this talk, the Credential Manager API, which comes with the latest Android version, and how we can use that Credential Manager to make our apps more safe. So, what is passwordless authentication? Does anyone know about what passwordless authentication is? Anyone? Okay. So, passwordless authentication is basically when you try to authenticate your users by not letting them use the passwords, or not dealing with the hassle of passwords, and you just go ahead and give access to your app to the users by just one-click solutions. So no OTPs, like managing OTPs is also a headache which we come up with, like our backend team have to deal with a lot of code, putting OTPs and sending out messages, and it is also tedious for the users as well to go and check the OTPs every time they want to log in or register to it. To come up with a solution to this is passkeys. Passkeys are basically authentication services that Fido Alliance have, and passkeys are a replacement for passwords in the sense that they let you have integrated solutions, federated solutions into your app by giving access to your users with only one click, without having to deal with passwords, without having to enter the passwords, and you can have your users sign into your app using either the passwords for one time entering the password, or maybe use sign in with Google. Everything is supported with just one click with passkeys. So why do we need passkeys? As I said, no one likes to deal with passwords. Like I myself don't like to use passwords, different passwords for every app. So I just keep on using the same password that I have been using since the last 10 years, and then just deal with it. The thing is that OTPs are also a hassle. As I said, our backend team have to deal with the OTPs, the users have to deal with the OTPs, and it's time consuming, it's very boring, and we need to have single click solutions, because the users these days, especially the Gen Zs, are like very impatient and they need solutions which are quick. They need to use the apps, they use the resources that are available online, which is very quick. They don't have to deal with filling up a long form or filling up the passwords and dealing with the passwords. Or they are even reckless where they share the passwords with everyone. Like, how many of you have Netflix account which you share with all of your friends, right? So it's not safe, right? We keep on giving those passwords out to our friends, and it's not safe. Uh, so passkeys are also why we need to use passkeys is that they are a digital credential which use public key cryptography, where it's more difficult for man in the middle attacks or maybe the phishing attacks or harvesting attacks. And this could be security level plus security level which helps build safe apps for you. Your users are happy because they just have to click on one button and just log into your app and they are done. Developers are free because they don't have to deal with all the types of logins, like login with Google, login with Apple, login with Facebook, login with this and that, and it's really frustrating. Like, it's frustrating for me as well, because whenever my manager comes and says, hey Priya, we are dealing with a new app and we need to add 4 types of login in that, and I would just smile at him, but I know that in my head I'm pulling my hair and it is so short. So how does this work? Like, how does a passkey work? So we have a credential manager API in Android. So what it does is that whenever a user tries to create a passkey, they ask for credential details from your backend. Like, the user will be providing that for once. There would be a request in your server to get the public key credentials for you. It will our app will send it to the credential manager. The credential manager will, in return, give you a public key and a private key to your app. And then your app is going to authenticate your user by using either biometrics like facial recognition or thumbprint, or the pin or pattern, whichever is comfortable with the user. And then it saves the private key with the device, with the device's password manager, and then it gives the public key back to your server. So your private key is safe with the user and the public key is safe with the server. Even if there is an attack, man in a middle attack, the attacker would either have your public key or nothing, right? So your data is safe, your user's data is safe. Then if your user wants to sign in, the flow is that your user requests your app to sign in. Your app will get all the credentials from your backend which are necessary, create credential request, give it to the credential manager. The credential manager will again come up with some kind of a check to see whether the private key and public key fit together, and then it signs in the user again using the biometrics. So this is what credential manager is. Credential manager is now stable as of last October, and it gives you a simpler way to make your app safe by not using the passwords, giving the users the luxury of getting into your app with much smaller hassle and with just one-click solutions. We'll go through the flow. Like, I'll be talking about the flow much in detail. So enough talk. I know we are developers, so as long as we don't see the black screen with code, we are not satisfied. And I'm not talking about the green letters going here and there, but actual code. So for Android, of course, we need to start with having our dependencies in the Gradle file. So we have credentials dependency 1.2.0. If you're targeting Android 14 or above, you need to have 1.2.0, otherwise your app will crash. And if you are targeting for Android apps using Android devices using Android 13 and less, then you need to also get the Play Services dependency as well. So first create the credential manager, it's pretty simple. You just give the activity context in the create method and you get yourself a credential manager. Then you create a public key request where you request the credential manager to create a public key for your user who is trying to log in. So when your user is trying to log in, you create a public key request by giving it a request JSON. Now this request JSON has a lot of fields in it, which are like certificates, which is encrypted, then reliable party, then user ID, username, user display, and so on. It is entirely a different topic, but this is what is required. Your server is going to have this ready for you when a user tries to log in. It will provide all these things. Then when you get the credential request, you ask the credential manager to create the credential, create a public key credential for your user. Then you have a result and then you deal with the result. Like you again ask the user to perform biometric authentication or use the PIN or pattern, and then your users will be given access to your app. So this is a general flow of how you can sign in your user. Again, I'll be having a visual aid at the back of the talk to give you a more sense of this. Then your user wants to, now they have registered for your app and they want to sign in. So you have a get password option or get credential option. Like I said, that there are many variety of sign-ins that are supported by the credential manager. So either your users can give password one time and then use that same password via the password manager or the passkeys, or sign in with Google and you can have access. So this is two types of requests that your user can have while they are signing in. Then you have, when you get again the request JSON is coming from the server, your backend server, which deals with saving all this data for your app. Then you have yourself a credential request which you can use to sign in your user into your app. This is pretty simple, and this is pretty much the code that you will be needing in your Android client app to deal with all these things. It's pretty simple. These are the bare minimum steps. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, so creating the credential keys and having a private public encryption, so does that process work only for Android devices, or is it also, encompassing the mobile, the different browsers like
Yes,
Internet Explorer?
yes. With passkeys, Fido Alliance has come up with something which is called as the passkeys. If I talk about the passkeys are not only saved for only your mobile device, but if you are using the same, let's say, Google account on your Chrome browser as well, then you can go to the Chrome browser, you can scan a QR code, and that's it. Your user will be able to sign in.
Okay, I got it.
So you need to have a password manager. In case of Android, you have Google Password Manager, which saves the passkeys on your users' devices. And even if you don't use the same Gmail account, you can scan the QR code and let your user sign in.
Okay, thank you.
So you get the credential request and you give them the list of options that your app can use to sign in the user, and the user signs in. Again, you get a result from getting the credentials, and you then handle the sign-in by authenticating the user on the device by biometrics and on your server using the public key, private key factors, and your user is in. Now, I am on a login page, and I don't know whether this user who is trying to log in is either a registered user or a signed-in user who is new to your app. So there is a method called as prepare get credential, which will analyze, the credential manager will analyze whether this user is new to your system or old to your system, and accordingly you get the result. And it says that, okay, your user is already registered, so you give them the option of signing in. And if it is a new user, then this method will return you something which you can use to log in your user, register your user in your app. So these are the basic, this is a basic set of codes that you can use and have your app up and running in no time. Because if you're going to use passkeys, then you are going to have some code on the back end to deal with all the authentication. But that is also quite simple, and FIDO Alliance has come up with a very good, interesting steps that you can use, which are very easy to use. And I have prepared an app using this in just one day. So honestly, it's a way bigger, way better utilization, way better productivity on my end, because having to deal with lot of sign-ins and having to deal with only this set of codes was a very big go for me. Credential Manager is also stable now as of October, so you can start using it in your apps for production as well. So as I talked about, we'll be having a visual aid for how we can use it. I have the resource link below, which you can use to go and further understand what it is. But when your user comes into your app, you first, they either choose to sign in or sign up. And if you want to just show the sign up screen, then they will click on it. They will be shown by Google Password Manager a list of accounts that you already have created or passkeys for this particular app, for this particular website. So passkeys are exclusive to your app, to your websites. So you won't be seeing, for example, if you're using two apps and both of them support passkeys, then you will be given a list of passkeys that are stored only for this particular app, no other app. So that is how you also get the surety that your passwords are safe. Then you choose the account with which you want to create your login. Once you give your biometrics to the system will take it a go ahead and create that account for your users, and that's it. These are the only steps your user need to do to log into your app. How easy it is, right? You don't have to deal with any backend code, you don't have to deal with auth tokens, you don't have to deal with OTPs, you don't have to deal with email verifications, you don't have to use Firebase authentication for that matter, and just go with it. Next, again, when your user wants to sign into your app, again the same set of steps. They choose the account with which they want to log in. They give their biometrics, and that's it. They are inside the app, and that's it. It's pretty simple. It's so simple that my talk is at the end. And thankfully, you can go and have your lunch. It's so easy that it is finished in what, 10 minutes, 15 minutes? Okay, so this is a reference to the blog that I have written. You can explore more on this from this blog, and you can contact me for more details. I'll be around the whole day. You can come up with any questions and we can talk about it further. Anyone have any questions? Okay, cool. Have a nice lunch. Thank you.